Brockport Student Government election season is heating up as Monday, March 6th marked the first debate between all the candidates. Current BSG President Devin Bonner is walking the candidates through the rules and guidelines of the debates.
My name is Eli Madison, and I'm running for president of BSG.
My name is Joshua Matthews, and I'm running for vice president of BSG.
Madison and Matthews had a lot to say about their campaign at the debates. However, there was something missing from the debates this year, and that's opposition candidates running for president and vice president. Since the two are more than likely to win the election, they spoke a lot about what they are already doing to prepare for next school year.
I want to have regular meetings with the new chief diversity officer, whoever that may be, whether it's Milo or whoever it is, so we can try to be more proactive rather than reactive when it comes to situations that arise on campus.
Even though you are running unopposed, what are you doing to ensure that the students vote for you?
So, like I said, we haven't stopped making friends. We haven't stopped making connections. We, haven't stopped going to community conversations, different things of that nature. Josh is actually doing very well making connections within cultural council clubs, and I've been shadowing Devin, going to different administrative meetings, and I'll still be doing that in the months to come.
What do you hope to give the students as president and vice president?
Something that I wanted to do first and foremost for why I decided to run was because I wanted to make the students feel like this place is as much of a home as I do.
So to go along with what Eli said, I think the biggest thing that we can give students is a voice. So the job of the vice president and the president is to work with the administration to make sure that the students' needs are met. So one of the biggest things, like if you think of the demographic of a lot of the administration, they're older, they haven't been to college in a long time, so they don't necessarily understand the needs of college students as best as they might think that they do. So by us working with them, not against them, and saying, hey, this is a concern that the students have. I think we could take this avenue to address it. It gives the students a voice.
On the other hand, the competition for treasurer will be battled between Chantel Nasri and Stephen Penta.
My name is Chantel. I am a junior. I am a double major in finance and mathematics. I am running for BSG treasurer for the 2017-18 school year. I'm running for treasurer because as a union manager currently, I have been serving to the student population for quite some time now, and I want to continue that, except I want to transition into advocating for students. When I say advocating in terms of I want to be there for students, provide the support they need financially, whether it be helping them strategize, whatever it is, problem solve, I want to be their go-to person.
My name is Stephen Penta. I'm running for treasurer of BSG. I'll let you know where your money's going, and you will take part in exactly where it's spent, reasons why it's spent, and effective ways how to spend it. It's important to advocate for students. It's important for students to have a voice and for them to have accurate representation in all matters of academia, social service, the community in general, the village of Brockport overall.
Those running for senator positions also have big plans for the roles they will assume next year.
Well, hello, my name is Jack Merritt. I'm running for BSG Senator, and the reason why I wanted to run was to help out the students. I'm a commuter. I've lived in Brockport all 19 years of my life, and I want to help both sides, commuters and obviously non-resident students, but my main goal is to help out commuters because I feel they're almost a little bit underrepresented. Yes, we have a little area downstairs, but besides that, I've heard nothing from BSG with being a commuter, which is a big thing for me. We're here to represent you, that we want to help you. Or that you can come up to me, whether it's not your day of sleep or no sleep, but Jack, I have a question for you. Or Jack, I was wondering about this, and that would be a main reason why I'd like to run.
The first topic of the debate was explaining your platform and qualifications. Senator candidates Jack Merritt, Ben Kopinski, and Shay Harris walked us through why they believe they deserve to be a senator.
I currently represent State Senator Robert G. Lord out here in Monroe County, specifically here in Brockport and Spencerport. I work with President McPherson very closely on drafting and getting money and things of that extent.
I see many different things on campus that need change, many different small things, just environmentally and culturally that need to be switched up, need a new pair of eyes looking at it, and I think I can do that change.
as a resident assistant, as the orientation leader, peer mentor. I make my business to make sure that everyone that I come into contact with feels like they're part of something bigger, essentially.
The next topic was on how the candidates plan on communicating with the students they will be representing.
We can do one-on-one or face-to-face. We can utilize technology, which we can share Google Docs, Excel spreadsheets, information through that way. And then we can also communicate through groups, through leadership, and through collaboration.
So communication is pivotal in everything we do. If you have an issue with your friends, if you have an issue with why you got a certain grade back on your test, we talk about it. Why? Because you want to change. So we need to talk about things. No matter how hard they are, how easy they are to talk about, we need to talk about it. So if, as treasurer, I would like to implement some open door hours as much as I possibly can for clubs to be there at their every need, anytime they need help, anything they need.
Communication is key to success. And I think both the gentlemen here have made a great point. It's listening, but also fixing. Listening in the sense of you're listening to the person, but then fixing the problem immediately. And in my communication style is if you have an issue, I'm going to take care of it, whether it's night or day, sleep or no sleep, 8 a.m. in the morning, or 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. at night.
The largest topic of the debate was on diversity. Each candidate came from a different background and explained what diversity meant to them. They also told us how they believe they can implement ways to be more inclusive and create more of a community on campus.
A lot of the programs that I have or that I do are all focused with cultures and competency for other people. And so I'll just continue transferring those skills from that position to this position and vice versa.
And I think many of us don't experience diversity until we come to college and when we can all come together. And that's what I really want to try and make happen just in freshman res halls or anywhere. It's just I want to try and bring everyone together so they understand each other's perspectives and understand that they grew up in different unique places, but now that they're here, we're all one community.
So diversity can mean a lot of things. It can mean the difference between student and faculty. It can mean the student between a supervisor and an employee. It could be black, white. It could be where you're from. Diversity can mean a lot of things. To be honest, we can't really create change if we don't listen to the people next to us. So to create change, we all have to come together as a community and work towards one goal. Because if we're all trying to fight a different fight, no one's going to win.
In order to create community, you have to create an environment. An environment that supports creative thought. It asks hard questions, but still creates a safe environment in doing so. It's important that students feel like they're a part of something. That can be done through specific interests, through our academic, cultural, and service, and fine art.
If you can't feel safe, how can you feel like a part of the community? Recently, there have been multiple incidents on campus of clear bias. So Ben brought up the relationship between the Brockport police and predominantly students of color. So last week there were, I believe, 4 arrests made. All of them were students of color. How can you feel safe and part of the, or how can you feel like part of the community if you can't feel safe? I think Brockport as a campus has coined this term diversity to just mean different ethnic groups. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I think diversity means so much more than just that.
I'm a straight white dude from a small town, and I could probably count the number of diverse individuals that I spoke more than 5 sentences to on both of my hands before. It's very much a culture shock. We're going to have to work at it. That's why I want constant communication with the Chief Diversity Officer. I'm constantly learning all of the deliberative dialogues, all of these different sort of talks that we have, and I'm learning something new every time. So it's going to play a huge role.
Lastly, all the candidates finished the debate with their closing remarks.
I almost kind of want to be a great communicator. Listening to people is the most important thing. I've learned that from working in politics for the past 4 years, ever since I was 15 years old.
I'm really just excited to go and start trying to go and make positive change on campus.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a ride, and I hope to do well.
But this isn't what Eli and I hope to do next year if we're given the position or if we're elected the position. It's what Eli and I as individuals are currently doing.
So at the end of the day, you can't be for the students, by the students, without the students. So I am going to channel every single person. I will go out there, like I said, club meetings, I will survey them, I will talk to them one-on-one.
And I am happy to tell you that right now I'm working on it as we speak. I'm working on a process and operations project that will outline from broad to itty-bitty detail of exactly what BSG does on a daily basis. And then I will be presenting that information on Scholars Day.
The next debate will be held on March 23rd from 7 to 8 p.m., and the third and final debate is the following day, March 24th, from 2:30 to 4 p.m. Both will be held in the Union Main Lounge. News for Brockport, I'm Jordan Soldacheski.
Vote.